We are live at 5 p.m. I'm Ted David.
And I'm Alicia Laventure. Stone and Colleen are off tonight. Police are now calling the woman's death a homicide, and they're searching for her killer.
Detectives have not named any suspects, but they do say this was no random act of violence. News 12 Long Island's Drew Scott has the story.
Drew, thank you. Today, a judge finds a former Goldman Sachs executive not guilty of raping a woman in a Hamptons rental home. News 12 Long Island's Christine Insinga has a story. Arrests tonight in a vicious brawl caught on camera in the Green Acres Mall parking lot. A reminder, the video you're about to see is tough to watch. It's a story you saw first on 12.
Man, this is not every Sunday.
Nassau police have now arrested both women fighting in that cell phone video. Detectives say Tawana Morell and Latoya Friday, both of Queens, got into an argument over a parking space on Sunday. They say Morell's husband was holding a spot for her, and Friday wasn't happy about it. Neither woman was seriously injured. Both are expected to be given a ticket and released. The city of Ferguson, Missouri is bracing for another night of violent protests as unrest from Baltimore spreads. Gunfire rang out last night as crowds gathered. There was also looting and fires as some people were seen driving recklessly through the streets. Tensions remain high in the city following last year's deadly police shooting of Michael Brown. I'm now in the Weather Center with meteorologist Sam Wajiri. Sam, bravo to you, girl.
Oh, look at we're dressing the part here.
Beautiful day today.
Such a great day. It was one of our warmer days of the month so far, and
a trail of destruction through Centerport, and police say it's the work of a drunk driver. You're watching News 12 Long Island. We're live at 5:12. Police say the suspect wound up hitting 2 homes before taking off. News 12 Long Island Jessica Borg shows Meyer is being held on $25,000 cash bail. He's due back in court May 5th. The damage. It's the latest in a story you saw first on 12. Police tonight are looking for a gunman after a man is shot several times in his own home. Detectives say Wilson McWilliams got into an argument yesterday with another man. It happened inside his Albany Avenue home in North Amityville. Police say the man shot McWilliams repeatedly, then fled. McWilliams is in stable condition right now. Detectives are asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-220-TIPS. A city charity serving underprivileged children misusing funds. The state attorney general's office says in 2009, the Pearly Fund, under the leadership of Richard Bassini, purchased a $1.1 million Southampton home. Prosecutors say the house was supposed to be used as a retreat for the fund's choir. Instead, Bassini used it as a private residence. A settlement worth over $1 million has been reached. Hi there, I'm Alicia Laventure. The time right now is 5:19. Here are your headlines. An East Meadow woman killed inside her Prospect Avenue home. Neighbors tell us Marian Bejarano's daughter found her mom unconscious yesterday afternoon. Detectives aren't saying how the 52-year-old was killed, but they say this was not a random act of violence. A Riverhead judge finds Jason Lee not guilty of rape. The former Goldman Sachs executive was accused of attacking a young woman in the bathroom of an East Hampton rental home in 2013. A suspected drunk driver accused of crashing into 2 Centerport homes. Detectives say Edward Meyer Jr. slammed his pickup into the corner of a house on Prospect Road last night. They say the 49-year-old kept going and also hit the neighboring house. Meyer allegedly tried to escape but was arrested a short time later.
Well, as I said earlier, on a scale of 1 to 10, today was an 11.
Certainly.
Spring
It was.
day, just
Off
gorgeous.
the charts.
loved it.
A community is concerned about plans to build a new cell phone tower in their neighborhood.
Alicia, Ted.
Rich, thank you very much. Local leaders are coming together to try to make the Ronkonkoma hub a reality. Today, Suffolk, Brookhaven, Islip, and LIRR officials signed an agreement to form the Ronkonkoma Hub Regional Planning Alliance. Officials say the group will meet at least 4 times a year to plan the revitalization of the area around the Ronkonkoma train station. It's off to the races. Belmont Park officially opened today. The spring-summer horse racing season is just 59 days long. One of the most prestigious races of the year will be the 147th annual running of the Belmont Stakes. It's the oldest and longest leg in the quest for the elusive Triple Crown. Officials say a trip to the track can be fun for the entire family. Now, the first jewel of the Triple Crown is Saturday with the 141st annual running of the Kentucky Derby. The Belmont Stakes is on June 6th. The nation's largest mass transit system has now banned all political ads on its subways and buses. The MTA board passed a resolution today, just days after a judge ruled that a pro-Israel group was allowed to display an ad containing the phrase Hamas, killing Jews, on city buses. Officials say the policy change was prompted by safety concerns. Critics say it violates First Amendment rights. The ban goes into effect immediately. And the MTA chairman today reiterating that a 15% fare hike is not coming down the tracks.
What we're going to do.
As we've reported, the MTA's $32 billion five-year capital program is $15 billion short. The agency's chief financial officer has said commuters might have to pony up if the state doesn't fill the budget gap. Officials say talks are ongoing between transit, city, and state officials. You find oregano in a lot of your favorite dishes, but did you know the spice can help you fight off a cold? Our Mary Musey explains in tonight's Long Island Naturally. If you're watching us in Suffolk right now, you might not breathe so easily after you hear this. Suffolk County has the worst ozone pollution in the entire state, even worse than New York City. Those are the findings in a report released today by the American Lung Association. The group looked at data from several air quality monitors, including this location in East Farmingdale. The American Lung Association says some of the pollution is produced locally and some of it has traveled here from other places. Nassau County doesn't currently have air quality monitors. Now, this all brings us to our question of the day. Are you concerned about Long Island's air quality? Log on to news12.com and let us know. A coyote caught in Queens. The NYPD's 104th precinct tweeted this picture earlier today. The caption says, quote, "He might have gotten away once, but not today." This is the second coyote NYPD officers have captured. As we've reported, another coyote was caught on Saturday in Manhattan. And today, Governor Cuomo laid out new blueprints he says will end the HIV/AIDS epidemic in New York.
More testing, more health care, more access to new drugs like PrEP can lead us to end this epidemic.
The plan calls for the state to identify new HIV patients, get them health care, and then make sure patients keep getting their treatments. It also calls for access to new drugs that can help keep them HIV negative. The governor's goal is to reduce the number of new HIV infections in New York to 750 by the year 2020. Currently, there are an estimated 3,000 cases every year. And the governor is being called on to make medical marijuana available now for patients in dire need. The state's program starts next year. Parents of children with severe neurological conditions say they just cannot wait. The Cuomo administration says it's working to implement medical marijuana as quickly as possible under federal guidelines.